Hello, coming to you from the Wi-Fi-less woods, and this is going to be another 10-ish minute demo of Streetlight. So let's get that out of the way. So if you go to Street, it'll work for you, and you'll see this. Um, and I would say what you should do if you want to mess around is you should download it. And then if you do that, you will end up here. I just already downloaded it and unzipped it. And then this is a public subset of my entire project. You can see these public pills here. Some stuff I'm looking for a job right now. That's not public, but a lot of stuff is public. And so you'll see in here all the public stuff, and then there's a nice handy agents.md. So that just is gonna you can use whatever you use. You can use Claude, you can use whatever, and then this will help your agent, and you can see what's going on. But also you can see what's going on the web. So a good place to start, and I'll show the view how you'll see it. A good place to start could be doctrine nodes and metaphors. I've been having fun with this. All of these are SVG. S, SVG, I think that's it. Uh, this was an elephant with braille. So uh, it's a hard thing about these projects is it's like that the parable of the blind men and the elephant, and like different subagents can see different parts of your big system and get different ideas and then create different patterns, and it's in a whole mess. So what you want an elephant covered in braille that says, attention, whatever you're feeling, keep in mind that this is an elephant. So how do you do that? You do that with pace layers is kind of what I've been messing around with. So I've got a system prompt, I've got skills, and then I've got these doctrine nodes, which is what I'm showing you here. And this is a place for me to jot things down. A lot of the times I wish something would happen, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want to jump into my system prompt, because thin harness fat skills, you don't want to make your system prompt too big, right? So this is like thin harness, medium skills, even bigger layer in between, below skills. Doesn't get pulled in every time, but can be referenced back to. So this is, yeah, if you're interested in the yeah, it's called Streetlight. The nodes all have HTML, and so that's kind of, I've tried to make that like it's like a movie trailer. It shouldn't be super big. It should be kind of scannable, and then more stuff can live. And this one is gonna actually take. I should go here to show you the kind of a bigger node. I might have to fix this, so because I don't know that you're gonna be able to do it when it's public. But if I go to Robot Framework, I can see more stuff. Robot Framework is a toy robot that has an API, and so literally like with just a few prompts, I've been having it try to knock down. Like, it was really fun. I put a just like a shoebox, and I just told it like use an OODA loop and knock it down. And like 10 minutes later, I heard the crash. It was kind of fun. Um, so that's the example of a big node. There's also nodes can be kind of just ephemeral. They can just kind of be work. I was going to show you one of those too. The rework one. Um, yeah, so this is like an ephemeral node. This is a node that was a conversation that got too long. And then I was just like, all right, scope the work. And here you can see that the way a node is created is they all kind of look the same, right? Because they're all from the same template. And the template also encourages visualizations, diagrams, and tables. And that has actually been kind of nice, rather than like, I mean, I also reinforce it in the system prompt, but the diagrams go a long way. Um, and so then the nodes are HTML, and they're composed of diagrams but also blocks. So we have a little bit of like a uniform language of things. Um, what else is there to see? Not too much. I've been playing around a little bit with having the system work on its own versus me prompting it. You can see here, this probably isn't going to make much sense, but this is the raw input. I think of it like a torrent of who knows what. It and I can show you an example of how what ends up in the stream. So context is important, and I don't want what I want to avoid is I don't want to like see this and be like, oh, I told the robot to try to make like letters. And then that was a lot less fun than giving it the task of knocking over a box. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to see this and then go, oh, okay, I have something to tell my system. So now I need to find where the input to my system is. Now I need to open up a chat. Instead, what I can do a couple things. One thing I can do is I can just delete this. I can literally just delete. That's it. And what does that mean? Not much right now. But theoretically, the next time the agent passes over this, that will just be gone, right? And the system prompt says I will delete things sometimes. But let's say I didn't want to delete it. Let's say I wanted to. Let's see. Yeah, let's say with this here, open highlights. Oh, let's say that really wasn't right. So I can do a couple things. If it's a simple fix that I think can happen asynchronously without me watching, I can example comment here. Or I can grab this and now I can, now I can, and I'm in my system. Now I can paste that in, and this is literally the component. So the idea is you're saving the round trip. If I see a problem and then I describe it to my LLM, I have to describe it right, and the LLM has to find it based on my description. This way, it's right there. The context is like can't screw it up. Is my thought. But then also, so then I could jump into a synchronous flow with the sync skill, because it's assumed async, and that has to do with like the HTML. Like I want when it's not worth waiting for the HTML to be generated for you, but if the work is async, it's worth waiting for it because you're not waiting on it anyways. So that's how you would do that. But then you would also now see, let's see if our example, yeah, example comment. So now that's in the queue. Oh, nice. And it shows you right there what it is. And then when I would kick off the workflow, that would then become, I call it an atomized stream, because now we've got like we're now spinning up one agent per task. So this is who knows how many things are in here. Now it's like one task per. And a lot of the times, I need to clean some of this up, but a lot of the times there won't be an action. But sometimes you'll create a node, sometimes you'll update a node. Okay, that's probably about 10 minutes. I don't know what to say always. Ooh, 9 minutes. Okay, I think that was most of what I wanted to. I really would, if you've watched this far, pull it down. Like ask your system what it thinks of my system. I showed the flow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'm happy to. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just gonna stop talking to myself alone without Wi-Fi in the cabin. Thanks for watching.